Hello loves, welcome to Avalon. So this is going to be a channeled general message here. So pretty much whatever comes out for us here today. If you feel drawn by the title of this video, then this message might be for you. Spirit, what do you have for us here today? There's already a card that flipped in the deck. Let's see what it is. Connection. Stay connected with others, nature, and the universe. Okay, so this could quite literally be about a relationship in your life, or about your connection to friends, family, the universe as a whole, your higher self, or nature. So let's see if we can narrow that down a little bit through a clarifier here. Spirit, what is this about? What do we need to know about this? Thank you. Okay, we have the Oracle cards, Time to Go, number 45. And we have here Round and Round, number 25. Okay, so I have seen this in the energy for quite a while now, that a lot of us, me included by the way, are questioning their commitments right now. The commitments to friends and family, the commitments to work, the commitments to a specific person that we are romantically entangled with or in a connection with. This is about looking at the connections you have right now in your life and trying to figure out who can stay and who should be let go of. And I don't mean this necessarily in a way of cutting someone off from one day to the other because the relationship doesn't serve you anymore or because they have treated you poorly or something. I mean it in a way of really sitting down and maybe reflecting upon all the kinds of relationships that you have in your life at this moment and whether or not they serve you or whether or not you are actually showing up for these people in the way that you would want to or in the way that you feel like you should. There's so many different aspects here, and I think society is very much focused on the romantic kind of connection a lot of times. It's always about the romantic kind of love. But there are so many different other forms of love, right? I'm being drawn to the two hearts here on the Oracle card. There's the love of family, there's the love of friends, and quite literally losing a friend or, so to speak, breaking up with a friend can be just as hurtful as a breakup with a romantic partner, right? So this is about all the different facets of love and how love shows up in your life. There's also the love to animals, the love to your pet. Maybe you have a cat or a dog or another pet in your house that is very, very important to you. And this is about considering all of these different relationship dynamics and relationship patterns in your life and how love shows up in all of these and whether or not they need some tweakment. You know what I'm saying? This could be about a very specific relationship in your life where you feel the need to move away from that person or from that dynamic because it has become unhealthy, maybe even unsafe. I'm just getting this image of you sitting down at the table, quite literally, making a list of all the people that you know in your life that you are very close to and really trying to figure out, is this relationship what I envisioned it to be? Is this person treating me the way I deserve? Am I treating this person accordingly? Because relationships are a give and take, right? It's used, you know, we try to make it 50-50 most of the time, but maybe if you are a highly empathetic person, if you are a people pleaser, if you have a lot of compassion for other people and make excuses for them or find excuses for them quite easily here. Oh, it's because they have been through a very difficult time and that's why they treat me like that. Or, well, they had a difficult time at their job the other month and so I'm just giving them a break. Yeah, but maybe you need to establish proper boundaries. That's also something that comes through, you know, to not allow yourself to be used as if you're like an emotional doormat or something for people. You know, you're not a therapist. You are not a mother to everyone necessarily here. In these dynamics, you are not here to psychoanalyze anybody, and you're not here to just be used for your compassionate and kind heart. And meanwhile, when you need something, when you need someone to talk to, no one's there. No one shows up for you. So who actually deserves your time and effort and attention, your love, and who doesn't? That might also be something to think about here. But I'm getting that you kind of feel as if, you know, there's a cycle that you need to break out of here with this Round and Round card number 25. The number 25 could point to 2025, which has been last year if you're watching this video here in real time. So maybe you have become increasingly aware by the end of last year that there are certain connections that you just need to let go of or leave behind, that you're ready for new people, a new social circle, a new kind of maybe even more spiritual, aligned cycle of people around you than there were before. Sometimes we outgrow people, and that's just normal, right? Not everyone is supposed to stay in our lives forever. Some people are there for a specific phase, for a specific cycle, and once the cycle is closing out because we have both grown into different people or have built different lives or want to do that, it's okay to let each other go, right? It's okay to do that. And maybe that's a bit difficult for you this week. Let's clarify with the tarot here today. Spirit, what is this about? Tell me a little more about the situation here. What do we need to know? What do we need to see? What needs to be brought to light about the situation? We have the High Priestess here. We also have the King of Pentacles. Tell me more, Spirit. Thank you. We also have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Hanged Man. I feel like you have been holding back on making this change here, this social change, so to speak, in regard to your environment and the people you spend time with for quite some time here. I think you've been stuck on this idea of moving towards something new, meeting new people, expanding your circle, or even recreating your entire social circle here. And I think in the present moment you are getting more and more ideas on how to do that. But you're also getting more aware that in order to create this new friendship circle, or in order to meet new people who are on your wavelength, who are on your level, who treat you like you deserve, who maybe share the same hobbies or creative endeavors here, who have the same maybe outlook on life, you have to meet them in places and spaces you maybe haven't been before. And in order to do that, you have to let go of the old spaces and the old way of meeting people and getting to know people. So maybe if you're more of an introvert, you always waited for people to come up to you and talk to you. And it seems like with this Queen of Swords, you're realizing, well, in order to change that, in order to meet new people and get in touch with people, I have to become a little bit more outgoing. I have to become a little bit more social. I have to maybe go to events more, or if that's not something that you want to do, just go outside more. Just go to a cafe by yourself and sit down and sip a coffee and just see who shows up and just experiment talking to strangers and see how that feels for you. You feel the need to open up a little more here to people in general is what I feel, because I feel like you're done with the way things were in connections here in your life. So you feel like in order to change that, you have to try something new, and that could be, becoming a little bit more bold, a little bit more courageous in just talking to random people and just seeing what comes of it. There's this idea of, going to certain spaces, like maybe a library if you love reading, to meet like-minded people there who also love to read, and then maybe you could start a conversation with a person that you find interesting and just ask about their favorite book or something. Like, I'm getting you're trying to navigate this year in a sense of trying to figure out how you can meet people who share the same interests and where to find them, and just going after that, just going to the library, for example, and just seeing what happens. And even if nothing happens, trying again maybe the next week or even the next day, something like that. I'm also getting that you're a lot more cut through with people that are present in your life. Like, you just know you have outgrown a lot of connections, and so you're just like, okay, been there, done that, that's done. I'm going to distance myself. Or maybe you're even deciding to have some very clear, open and honest conversations with these people, like really sitting down with them and saying, okay, I feel like this was just a phase. I think we were supposed to be friends or stay in touch for the certain phase of our lives, but now that this is done, I feel the need to move on. I feel the need to detach here and to move forward but I don't necessarily see you being a part of it, which could be kind of hurtful for some people to hear. But I see you being in this very clear and honest energy here, because you're thinking, everyone should know where I'm at with them and whether or not I want to continue like this, and I can't hold this truth back anymore, So you might decide to have some conversations here with people in your life right now, but you're also deciding to meet new people here in the present moment moving forward. It's like you want to kind of redo your life in a way, and your social circle and your environment is a part of that, obviously, and it seems like you're ready to look at that a little closer. I see you really listening to your intuition. You might also get some spiritual downloads here, where to go, and Spirit is definitely telling you to listen to that. So if you, for example, have a dream at night, we just had a moon in Pisces here the other day, so Piscean energy is very dreamy, is very visionary, but also quite emotional, so you might have some sort of vision or a dream at night, and you wake up and all of a sudden you have an idea on where to go and what festivities to check out or something, because Spirit is guiding you to meet new people there. So Spirit is definitely telling you to listen to those dreams if you have them. But I also see you with this King of Pentacles of being in a very good energy, of being very in tune with your energy, your body, what you want, what you desire, and also taking very grounded and mature action towards these goals for yourself. And if that means, being very clear with some people and being very honest with them, so be it, I'm seeing you're also in a very good situation financially here, so you might also decide to travel, to go on a little solo trip here by yourself, and just seeing if you meet new people somewhere else. You might think about leaving your hometown or your city, maybe for the first time ever, thinking about moving to a completely new state or maybe a complete new country, or maybe it's just a short trip like I've said, but you're a lot more adventurous here. You want to explore. It's like time to go. It's like you're getting nervous. It's like, I want to meet new people. I want to create a new environment for myself. I want to get out of this stuck energy here with these old people who use me or who don't necessarily fit my life anymore, who I don't want to see anymore. I feel like you have outgrown a lot of relationships and friendships specifically in your life, and you get ideas on how to meet new people here. But overall, a journal prompt or a thought to reflect upon here that Spirit is giving you is, which connections still serve a purpose in your life and which ones aren't, which ones should maybe be left behind. Or, sometimes we don't have to lose friends. Sometimes friends become just acquaintances, and sometimes acquaintances turn into friends, Sometimes we go no contact with a person for a while, and then after a few months we reconnect with each other, So it's a more flexible approach on how to view connections here, that not everything has to be completely done. Goodbye, I never want to see you again, but it could also just be a break. You could also ask for a break from a specific friend here, maybe even family member in your life. The King of Pentacles could be a father figure, so this could also be an energy of you feeling the need to withdraw from a father figure in your life for some time and just go out into the world and do your thing. Explore what life has to offer by yourself and not letting a settled individual hold you back from the visions you have for yourself here for the future. Let's see where you're headed here, Spirit. Can you tell me about the future here of this situation? Thank you. Okay, we have here the Emperor. Very nice. And we have the Ace of Cups. All right, so there could definitely be a romantic situation happening for you here in the future. I see you course correcting your life when it comes to the people you share life with. I feel like you are setting up proper boundaries when maybe you haven't in the past. I feel like you are filtering out your environment when it comes to the people that are in it, breaking out of an old cycle of how to do relationships, how to deal with friendships, how to deal with maybe difficult family members here. just becoming more flexible and open to leaving certain people behind, or asking for a break, or completely moving on from them. Putting yourself into more extroverted situations here where you have to become more social and open up a lot more in hopes to meet the people that you want to have in your life. And I feel like what you want to have in your life is people who get your spiritual understanding of life, who share the same perspective on life here when it comes to the spiritual approach that you have, which is, maybe you like reading a lot of self-help books, or you are into New Age philosophy, and maybe you also lay tarot cards like me, or you want to learn that. Maybe you have a little bit of an alternative lifestyle here, and you might feel like that the people you share your life with right now don't really understand that part of you, and therefore you want to find people who are the same as you, who understand that, who you don't have to explain all of that to the entire time, who are maybe not so grounded in this three-dimensionality here of life, but who are more so connected to their higher self, to the fifth dimension instead of the third dimension, who don't care as much about how things look, but more about how they feel, who are not giving so much into materialism, but more into spirituality, like I've said, who might meditate or have their own spiritual practices going for themselves here. I feel like this is people that you want to meet. You want to connect with people like that. So you might also decide to go to yoga class or try a meditation course or something like that in order to just meet like-minded individuals. I'm getting that you're going to get a lot of ideas on how to meet these people, because you know exactly who you want to meet. You know exactly how this friendship circle that you want to build from scratch is supposed to look like. And Spirit is saying follow that vision here. Follow that vision into the future, because it's going to lead, and this might be a surprise to you, to a romantic partner here. And I don't think you see that coming. I actually want to clarify that energy here with the Emperor. This could be your divine partner showing up. The moment you align yourself with this new social circle, I'm getting that you might meet someone in a very unexpected way. We have the Five of Wands, so this is a card of conflict, yes, but this could also be someone that has been going through a tough time here themselves, has also, learned to leave a certain friend group behind because there was a lot of petty conflict, there was a lot of immature action going on with these people, and this person here that I'm seeing has realized they have to leave these people behind as well. So I feel like in the future you're going to meet someone who has been going through the same thing that you are going through right now, which is, I have to really elaborate on my environment here, and I have to let some people go. I have to choose a new direction here when it comes to the people in my life. And I feel like this person that you're going to meet in the future is going through the exact same thing. They have also left a certain group of people behind who don't serve them anymore. This person that I'm seeing is done playing a role in their friendship group that is not who they truly are. They're listening to their heart and moving away from those people. And in doing so, this person is directly realigning with you, because you are also listening much more to your heart here, allowing Spirit to intuitively and maybe through dream state guide you towards the right people. And this is when you're going to meet this person here. And I feel like there's going to be romantic interest here between you guys. I feel like you're going to develop feelings for each other. Let's clarify this energy. So in hopes to build complete new friendship dynamics, what you're maybe not thinking about is that you could meet your partner for life here. And that's kind of the surprise that Spirit has in mind. So now you know. I'm sorry, Spirit. I guess now it's not a surprise anymore, because I just told you. Can you tell me more, Spirit? Ooh, another ace. This is the Ace of Wands. There's definitely, aces are opportunities. So you're going to have a romantic opportunity here with a person in your future. Definitely follow this path that you're on right now. Spirit is saying continue to stay on that path, because if you do, there's this person showing up and you're going to fall in love with them. It's also going to be a very passionate connection here between you guys. You're going to be very attracted to each other physically, but also just emotionally here, it seems to be a match. Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. So you are going to meet and have a conversation with this person is going to come in rather quick. And I don't think you see that coming. This person also doesn't see it coming that they're going to meet you here. It's going to be a surprise to the both of you, how it happens, when it happens. But you're going to start a conversation and you're going to realize like, wow, this is the person that I really want to have in my life. This is what I've been looking for here the entire time. This is what I've been searching for. But maybe you realize rather quickly here that this is not just a new friend. This is not just an acquaintance. This is someone that you actually like a lot. And I feel like you guys are going to develop feelings for each other quite quickly here. It's coming after you guys have let go of a lot of baggage here with the Ten of Wands. It's like all of the stuff that she carries here on this card. It's like all the stuff you carry from your past connections and past circumstances here with people in your life. And same goes for this person. And the moment you guys have set yourself free from all this baggage, from all this energy, this heavy energy that's keeping you down, that's when you're going to meet each other. It's going to be a breakthrough here with that Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands, a complete breakthrough rather quick. I feel like you might meet this person within the next few months until summertime. So if you're watching this in real time, right now it's the end of March. So I think you might meet this person in June, July, or August. I'm getting Leo season very strongly here. Yeah, but Spirit keeps telling me to tell you to continue to let go of your baggage here when it comes to connections, to clean up your life when it comes to the people that are in it. And on this path, if you continue to go down that path, you're going to meet this person. I want to ask something more here. I'm noisy. Spirit, who is this person? How will the collective recognize this person? How will they recognize this person? We have the King of Wands at the bottom. So this is maybe the Leo energy that I was talking about. This could be a Leo, very expressive in their way of communicating or, presenting themselves here. Very self-assured, very confident, but also very creative. I'm getting they have the same interest in spirituality, wanting to explore that a lot more, just like you do. There's the energy of the Tower and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so I'm getting two things here. This could be a surprise return of a person. And I know that a lot of you guys don't want to hear that. If this is not your message and you clearly don't want that, just ignore this message. But for others of you who are wondering if a person from your past might return, Spirit is saying, yeah, this could have been a person that, you always identified as your divine counterpart, but there was a lot of immature action here going on in the past, a lot of struggle, a lot of conflict. Maybe you guys argued a lot and the love wasn't enough in the past to keep the connection going. It was just too difficult to deal with each other. You might have felt stuck with this person, and so one of you guys or both of you moved away from each other, but there's a new beginning being initiated here with you guys. So this person might return here in a very surprising way with the Tower. If this is not your message, then this is a person who is still going to appear in your life basically right now or in summertime, like I said. So between now, whenever you watch this, and summertime showing up, that's when this person is going to show up. They're going to be very passionate, very confident, very sure of themselves, and you pretty much are going to feel drawn to their creative, outgoing, expressive nature is what I'm getting. This person loves to have fun. They love to go out and just, I'm getting dance, listening to music, maybe going to a club and dancing and just having fun on the weekends or something. But I'm also getting this person has been through a spiritual awakening recently, which is why they become more and more interested in exploring the spiritual path. And I think that's what you're going to feel drawn to with this person, is that, you might meet this person and the first conversation you guys share is about some sort of spiritual perspective on life. And this person might tell you, oh, I've been through a rough awakening recently where I feel like I have to let a lot of people go that I have spent a lot of time with in my life. And that's when you might go, yeah, I've been going through the same thing. And this might be a conversation starter here for you is what I'm getting. This person is going to be drawn to you because of your very authentic and honest nature. They can tell that you have built a life for yourself, that you are very mature and responsible, very in tune with yourself, and you might even be more advanced on the spiritual journey than they are. But what is going to draw you guys together is losing a lot of this baggage here that you guys have carried when it comes to the people in your life. And you both are going to feel very ready to build a new friendship or just social circle in your life with more like-minded people. And this person is going to become a part of your circle here, and you are going to become part of theirs. And in the long run, I see you guys kind of very quickly actually getting into a romantic relationship here with each other. And it's going to be very, very passionate. It's going to be very intense. It's going to make you come alive is what I'm getting. Ooh. Yeah, so if this is a Leo, actually this makes a lot of sense. But see, Six of Swords, it's like this person is also, wow, the Lovers, I can't. Ooh, okay. This person might have been going through a breakup here in the past. They had to heal from a very tough breakup. Maybe this is the petty conflict that I'm seeing here with the Five of Wands. Maybe they were in a relationship with a very toxic individual and they have just, left that behind, and they're looking for peace here with the Six of Swords. They're looking for peace of mind. They're looking for a calm life with the right people. Maybe this ex-partner of them has made your person here that's coming in more aware of their social environment and that they have the wrong people in their life. So this toxic relationship maybe had to happen. It caused a spiritual awakening for your person in order to break free from those environments. And now they're on a new journey, course correcting here. Meanwhile, you are course correcting as well when it comes to people in your life. And that's how the universe is going to bring you guys together. And you will know this is the right person for you here. You will know. All right, this is what I'm getting for you here today. I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!